Hello world, it's Crazy Girl, aka C.Iverson28 on the YouTube. I've been at work all day, but while I was at work, I sent a tweet out wondering about everybody's favorite game from the past that they would like to see be remade or re-released for future consoles, or maybe on these consoles that we are playing on now. I did hear that who told me? Earn said that Streets of Rage, actually, that we can look it up on YouTube, that they are planning to re-release that. That was one of my favorites. Streets of Rage was one game that I said. Also heard a lot of people tweet out in response to my tweet back about Road Rash. Road Rash was the best game ever. It puts me in a good place when I even talk about it. It was just so fun. I just remember playing it on the Sega. Road Rash was a racing game with motorcycles, but it was more than that. You won prize money. You got to fix up your bike. You got to hit people with chains, and like, that's a good thing, but you got to hit people with chains, pipes, all that stuff. I mean, it was a pretty cool game, and you got a reward. You got to fix up your bike. You got to make your bike faster. I heard a lot of somebody else said something about, I think that was K-Spade, that said Call of Duty 4. Favorite Call of Duty. That's when I kind of fell in love with Call of Duty, and since then me and Call of Duty have been on an on again, off again relationship, and it's been off for 2 years, and hopefully we can get back together. I want to get back together with Call of Duty. Also, a couple of my games that I had kind of jotted down and kept in my memory bank were this game that you see on the screen now. It's called Bully. Came out ROCKSTAR Games. It came out around, when Grand Theft Auto was being popular, well, getting more popular, and it's like a downgrade from Grand Theft Auto. It's not as violent. You don't get guns. You don't steal cars. You can steal bikes. You're in a boarding school. You're kind of trying to manipulate your way through all the different social classes, from the nerds to the jocks to the preps. And I think it was a good game that could come back out again, and they could revamp it for today's time. I don't think they could call it Bully because of all the anti-bullying things that we have in today's society, but it's a good game. It's kind of mild, not a lot of killing. You get slingshots and dodgeballs, so I think they should come back out with this game. Another game that I wish they would release again is Pit Fighter. Pit Fighter came out on Sega. It was like a fight club type of game. You fight in bars, you fight outside, and you get paid money, and you move up into the ranks until you start earning like $1 million per fight. Pit Fighter actually started out in the arcades and then went to the console. It was a fun game, kind of repetitive, but it was fun. Another game I thought about, Paperboy. Paperboy would be good on iPad, on smartphones and iPods and iPhones, but I think you could re-release it for the consoles and just update it. It was one of my favorite games growing up, and I think that could be another game that could come back, even though it was kind of repetitive. But if you make the boards harder, I also want to know, you all's opinions in the comment section about games that you would like to see re-released, and also games that they did release again but didn't quite meet up to the standards of the past game. They didn't put you in the same place. I know one game was Red Faction for me. I enjoyed playing it back on PlayStation 1 or 2, I couldn't remember, and we would play the 4-player split screen, and then when it came back out, it just didn't put me in the same place. It's other games that I can name, but sometimes you have games that they do come back out with them and it just doesn't put you in the same place and into the same mindset. But please leave those in the comment section. Thanks everybody for watching, and all those that have subscribed, and hopefully if you're a new subscriber you enjoy this randomness, but not random, it's more of a discussion. But I hope I wasn't all over the place with it. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm gonna get some sleep. Thank you, and subscribe.